Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today I have a little task that I want to do on one of these servers. I have 9 of these IBM 3650 Model 1, and I have 8 of them that is equipped with 18 gigabytes of RAM, and I have 1 that is equipped with 14 gigabytes of RAM. And I just happen to have gotten some RAM modules here, and there are 2 gigabyte blocks. Can we see that? Can it zoom in on that? Focusing, oh, there it is. On that, there are 2 gigabyte blocks, and I'm hoping that they will be working in that server. I'm not totally sure. I have another block here that has been in the server, and this one, I took it out in another video and found that this block had an error, and I've been looking at comparing the blocks, and I think there's a fair chance that this will work. I didn't go into the website and check for real. I kind of just want to put it in the server and see what happens. The server that we're gonna be doing that on is of course the one that needs it, and it's the bottom one. And right now it's also complaining about something. I'm not totally sure what that is, but I hope that I might get rid of that as well. It's complaining about DASD, and when we take it out, I'll look at the cover and see what that is. But first, I'm going around the back and detaching the cables. The cable has been detached and the server is now off. You can see that this one is blinking and this one is not blinking, so it's off. There we are. And here is the cover. I can see that the DASD is on a hard disk drive error. Check LED on drive for replacement in. So it's complaining about some drive. That might be true, because this hard drive is one of the bad drives from another video, but well, okay. I'll save that for another time. On this piece there is the memory configuration, and on this server you have to upgrade or change out memory 2 blocks at a time. So now that I'm going to replace some blocks, I'll have to replace them in pairs. And right now the server has 14 gigabytes of memory, so I'm gonna try and see if I can replace number 1 and number 4 and number 7 and number 10. Probably one of them is not gonna be replaced because they're probably already occupied by 2 gigabyte blocks. But we will have that, we'll see that. So here we have the memory over here, and we have some more memory here. There's 12 slots for memory in this server. So if all of them is 1 gigabyte blocks, you're able to put in 12 gigabytes of memory, and that's why when I know that there's 14 gigabytes in this server, I know that at least a couple of them is 2 gigabyte blocks. And I can already see that the first block number 1, right here, is a 2 gigabyte block. Can we see that? Might be able to. And now that I have it, I just want to compare it to this other block that I got. See if they're not exactly the same, but they're pretty close. I have no idea if this is gonna make a difference. So the best thing is probably just to test it. This one came out of the server, and this one was the one I just got. They're almost alike, but there's an2R8 and this one is 2R4. They're both PC2 RAM, and this is 53 and 53, and this is B0 and this is E0. I have no idea if this is gonna work. So, but I'm gonna put this back in. And apparently number 1 and number 4 is already 2 GB blocks. So I'm gonna start by replacing number 7 and number 10. So we have to find number 7 and number 10, and that's pretty easy. It's just to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be this one. And that's a 1 GB block. 1 GB. And number 10 as well. 7, 8, 9, and number 10 is over here. And we are putting those back on the shelf. And I'm gonna be putting in 2 of these. And we might as well try the next 2, and that's number 2 and 5. Number 2. Another 1 GB block. Number 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 2 blocks. And I'm not gonna put the cover on or anything, because if this doesn't work, I'll have to do this less work. So in with the server like that. And the server is blinking, so now I'm gonna connect the keyboard. There, I'm gonna turn it on. And I connected the monitor on the back. So let's see what the server says. If it says anything, if it's gonna be able to boot at all. Okay, it's able to tell us something, so that's good. 2 CPUs, that's okay. And it's booting. It sees 18 GB of memory. And it's complaining about something. It's complaining about the memory having changed. And failed detecting on branch 1, 2, I think we're gonna boot it and go into the BIOS. Okay, booting to setup. Can you see that? Oh, you can, kind of. This is better. So we are in the BIOS. Let's see if the system information is good. Doesn't say anything right here. So system summary, and it says 18 GB of memory. That should be good. That's so cool. And no more complaining. Save setup. Thank you. Exit. Okay. I'm gonna hope this is good. So I'm gonna shut the server down and put the cover back on. And go around the back and remove the cables. There we are. everything is off. The rack is grounded, so when I'm touching the rack, I'm grounding myself. I'll take this off and just have a wet piece of cloth here just to dry some of the dust off now that I got it. And the cover, just dust that off as well. It's a lot nicer to work with clean servers. Okay, this server has a tendency to hit the switch or something on the back. I'm just gonna see if I can fix that. It is complaining about the memory up here. It booted VMware without a hinge, so, and it's counting 18 GB of RAM, so I guess I'm happy. Server upgraded. This is not the first video I'm doing about upgrading this server, but well, you might find something interesting in this one that you didn't catch in the last one. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel, give me that thumbs up for the video down over here somewhere, please, and have a really nice day. See you for the next one. Bye bye.